Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jagannatha, Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori, Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtotra Shatashta Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Abai Charanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishnu Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtotra Shatashta Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Brinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ षट गोस्वामी की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड श्री गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। श्री वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय। श्री मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। द मोस्ट मर्सिफुल लॉर्डशिप श्री श्री किशोर किशोरी की जय। परम करुणा श्री श्री गौरनिताय की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र महारानी की जय। गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय। युग धर्म श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। श्री हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। समावेत भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज हरे कृष्ण। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज हरे कृष्ण। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज हरे कृष्ण। ऑल ग्लोरीज ऑल ग्लोरीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्री गुरु एंड गौरांगा। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्रील प्रभुपाद।
Namaste Narasimhaya Dadadadadaine Hiranakashi Purvakshaha Shiratanka Nakalaye Ito Narsimho Parito Narsimho Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho नरसिंहो नरसिंहामदिं शरणं प्रपदे तव कर कमलवरे नखां अधिक सिंहां दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तानुभृङ्गां केशवाधिक नरहरिरूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रलय जय प्रलय जय प्रलय जय प्रलय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल श्री भगवान की लाल महाराज की जय गौ प्रेमानंदे
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. On behalf of our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, I welcome all of you for our Sunday Feast program. Thank you so much for joining us. Is there anybody here for the very first time? Okay, please come up. We have a small gift for you. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Okay, thank you. Couple of information. How many of you look at ISKCON Chicago website regularly? So did you see any change? Yeah. Okay, Hari Bol. So we have a new website up and running. There are several devotees who had put in efforts to make it happen. But our special thanks go to Ed Prabhu, Avelo Prabhu and Mark Prabhu, together with Goloka Prabhu and Harsha Prabhu, who have put in a lot of efforts to make this happen. And this is more interactive, more information is available for you, and I'm sure all of you are going to make good use of it. Thank you once again from my side. On 21st evening, Romapad Maharaj will start the Sunday Christmas retreat, which will carry on till 25th of December. The program is available on our notice board and also on our website. So we would like to invite all of you together with your friends and relatives to join the program. An email was sent a few days ago to register for it, and if you haven't done it already, please do so that we know how many of you intend to participate. On 23rd of December, we have Gita Jayanti. So that's a very, very special day. Please do join us. Also on 23rd is Ekadashi, and breaking the fast will be on Monday between 7:16 to 10:10 a.m. Today's special guest for our Sunday Feast lecture is His Grace Amal Bhakta Prabhu. He is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and he has done some very amazing things. All of us like to hear stories. So we, have a lot of books to read, but he has converted those books into audio form. So while you are driving, you are traveling, and you are not in a position to read the book yourself, you have his audio CDs which you can hear on your car or otherwise. And they are amazing. I happened to attend one of his classes. The way he narrates Krishna Katha is really, really a great experience. So he will be delivering our Sunday Feast lecture. Let's get ready. Oh, very important announcement about parking in the alley. Last week we had some visitors. They were from Chicago Police Department. And they specifically pointed out that we are becoming very, very, frequent offenders when it comes to parking in the alley. And they kind of issued us warning. So I would request those who have parked their car in the alley to move it elsewhere before a ticket is issued. Thank you so much. Let's get ready for the class. Let's switch off cell phones, and please do make sure that the children are not causing any disturbance during the class. Thank you, and let's make an aisle here so that people can come up for the darshan.
Krishna Krishna
Radharani's mercy. Will say something that will benefit us all. I need those things. I actually feel quite helpless. These faces out in front of me and my heart, my certain changes. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yasoda Nandana Vajjana Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Vajjana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yasoda Nandana Vajjana Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Vajjana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari Yasura Nandana Bhaja Jana Ranjana Yasura Nandana Bhaja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramu, Ramu Ramu, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramu, Ramu Ramu, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajakaacharya Astatarasita Sri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Gaudiya Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinatha Shamakund Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dhamma Ki Jai. Mathura Dhamma Ki Jai. Mayapur Navadvip Dhamma Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dhamma Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Yamuna Mai Ki Jai. Tulsi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Oh, Vishnu. So before we begin, I just have one very brief announcement. If there are any children which are screaming or shouting or yelling or distracting in any way, it would be appreciated if you could take them out of the room. Perhaps there's a loudspeaker system someplace else in the building and you could hear the talk. But if the children scream, I generally stop talking. So I'm hearing children already shouting. We love your children. We have nothing against children, but they do disturb and distract the talk. So please, I'm just following in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada. He did not allow this, and I beg your mercy to please take them out. Thank you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita, text number 66. Let's try the other light. No, it's not. Let's try this. Okay. Nasti buddhir ayuktasya nachayuktasya bhavana nachabhavayatha shantir ashantasya kuta sukam. Translation: one who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? Please repeat. One who is not connected with the Supreme Lord in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. No jais? Srila. All right. I thought everybody went to sleep for a moment. Yes, whenever we hear the name Srila Prabhupada extolled or praised, there should be a big jai. Srila Prabhupada ki! All right. It was knocked me off the lectern here. Okay, unless one is in Krishna consciousness, there is no possibility of peace. So it is confirmed in the 5th chapter, 529, that when one understands that Krishna is the only enjoyer of all the good results of sacrifice and stands, and give me a moment, please. When one understands that Krishna is the only enjoyer of all the good results of sacrifice and penance, that He is the proprietor of all universal manifestations, and that He is the real friend of all living entities, then only can one have real peace. Therefore, if one is not in Krishna consciousness, there cannot be a final goal for the mind. Disturbance is due to want of an ultimate goal. Actually, people have many goals, but they are the wrong goals. They are materialistic goals. They are goals which distract, which divert, and degrade. Consequently, those goals are useless, and at the time of death, there is only sorrow and suffering. Therefore, one who is engaged without a relationship with Krishna is certainly always at the distress, is always in distress, and is without peace, however much he may make a show of peace and spiritual advancement in life. Krishna consciousness is a self-manifested, peaceful condition which can be achieved only in relationship with Krishna. Om Ajnatimirandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my humble obeisances unto His lotus feet. I'll read the verse one more time. So the children, somebody should go and please tell the children should be moved out of the area where the sound is heard. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Temple commander or somebody. Appreciate that. One who is not connected with the Supreme Lord in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? Everyone in this world wants peace. Everyone wants joy. Everyone wants knowledge. Unfortunately, people are searching for the wrong type of joy, the wrong type of knowledge, and the wrong type of peace. And let me further explain. Quite often, not quite often, but almost always, persons try to obtain joy in this world through the five senses, through the mind, and through the intelligence. Stimulate the tongue, stimulate the nose, stimulating the ears, stimulating the eyes, the skin. But these different stimulations, which lead to different kinds or different configurations of pleasure, they last for a few moments, or maybe a few hours, and then they disappear. And then we want a different kind of pleasure to fill up the space of non-happiness. You see, originally we were all Krishna-conscious living entities, every one of us. We all existed in the spiritual world, and we were all very joyful in loving service to Krishna. This was our business. We didn't do it out of mere duty. We didn't do it because we were ordered to do it. We didn't do it because there was somebody dictating to us to do it. We did it because we loved to do it. And we loved to do it because we loved Krishna. And we loved to see Krishna filled with more and more and more pleasure. And the more pleasure that Krishna experienced or saw or showed, the more pleasure we got out of just watching, out of just experiencing his pleasure. But it went even farther than that, because whenever a devotee gives Krishna pleasure through his devotional service, whether it even be just chanting his name in a nice, loving way, or hearing the Bhagavatam in a proper way, or remembering Krishna's pastimes, remembering his name, or worshipping his lotus feet, or even washing his lotus feet in the deity form, performing practical service to the Lord, offering worship to the Lord, offering prayers to the Lord. We see throughout the Bhagavatam they are just filled with prayers. And Krishna, it always mentions, is always smiling when he hears these prayers, because his mind is stirred with compassion and stirred with affection for those who are offering these prayers, because those prayers are being offered with love and with devotion, without which those prayers would just be words. But Krishna eats or is nourished by the love and devotion that manifests through the different forms of devotional service. And also, I was mentioning the 9 different forms, and to go on, there are also practical service to the Lord, whether it's cleaning, whether it's cooking, or whether it's sewing for the deities, whether it's dressing the deities, whether it's singing for the deities, or whether it's just praising the deities, whether it's serving another devotee. All of these, when done with love and devotion, when done with the heart and not merely done indifferently, disregardfully, thoughtlessly, mechanically, robotically, when done in that manner, those do not please, they do not impress, and they do not touch the heart of Krishna. So, although you get some benefit out of any kind of devotional service, with the heart, even without the heart, because Krishna is so merciful. He's so kind, he's so sweet, that he sees, even though you're making some effort, and you're doing it even without any feeling, he's saying at least he's trying. He's doing something. And possibly if he gets into the habit of doing it again and again and again, and by the association of other devotees who may be doing it with their heart, with their soul, with all their might, and with all their mind, and dedicating it and devoting it to Krishna, the person who is doing it indifferently, uncaringly, thoughtlessly, he also will pick up from that association something from those who are doing it properly. And then he will do it, she will do it, in a way which will please Krishna. Because ultimately, that's why we're all here. Not merely to do a service, but to do it with our heart. To please Krishna, to nourish his own heart. And he gets so much when we do or perform our service with devotion and with affection. Devotion is nothing more than a selfless affection and ardent dedication. Selfless affection means you give your love, and at the same time you expect absolutely nothing in return, but you have one guiding hope, that Krishna will allow you to continue offering him loving service. This is the hope, and this is the faith that we have. We ask for nothing more. We don't ask for money. We don't ask for a good position in the material society. We don't ask for a special good education or to be able to pass your examinations, your midterms, your end terms, or whatever terms you're taking. We don't ask for any type of reward because, as it is often mentioned, virtue is its own reward. Devotional service is not only its own reward, but is an endless, unimaginable, incredible reward, because the ultimate reward is that Krishna gives us himself. Now, what does that mean? What is the self of Krishna? Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. Sat meaning eternality. This is what the body of Krishna consists of. Eternality, infinite transcendental knowledge, and infinite transcendental bliss. So he gives that to us. Lord Chaitanya says in the Shikshastika prayers, one should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Why? Why constantly? Constantly because when you chant in that manner, you touch the heart of Krishna. And when Krishna's heart is touched, he immediately wants to reciprocate with you. And reciprocation comes from the supersoul right to the soul. It's kind of like an avalanche or a flood of Krishna's reciprocative affection. And the devotee feels that affection in the heart. And when the affection is felt in the heart, it jubilates. It bubbles. And it spreads from the heart to the subtle body. And it goes from the subtle body then to the gross body. And it manifests in different kinds of ecstatic symptoms, such as one may become stunned. He may have one symptom. Or as we saw in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Chaitanya used to exhibit numerous systems simultaneously. He may be stunned. He may perspire profusely. Or he may horripilate. That's the hairs on the arms and the neck and the head go up. He may tremble. Our hands tremble and the lip may tremble. These are different ecstatic symptoms. Or he may weep profusely. The voice may choke up, so much so that you can't speak. We had a very good example of that in the Chaitanya Charitamrita at the Jagannath festival. When Lord Chaitanya was exhibiting this particular choking up expression, he was trying to say Lord Jagannath, and if you all remember when you read it, he couldn't say it. He kept saying Jagagaga, Jagagaga, Jagagaga. That's the way it was written in the book. So he couldn't speak because he was just completely absorbed and tied up in love of Krishna. And as I said, choking up, the pallor of the face may change. It may become blanched and very pale. As I said, weeping there may be. Also, one may lose complete consciousness of the external world. And instead of seeing the external world, one may see the internal world upon which is meditating Radha Krishna. And one may be invited into that world. So these are the different symptoms that one may exhibit, and many of our great acharyas exhibited just these symptoms. And we should not think that we too cannot, at some point, if we reach a degree of purity. And that should be our goal. That should be our desperate urge and desire to become completely pure in such a way that yes, we can feel the holy presence of Krishna, which will come as soon as we touch the heart of the Lord. We stir his heart, or we stimulate his heart with our loving kirtans and bhajans and deity dressings and proper chanting of the holy name. All this will stir the heart of Krishna to want to reciprocate with us, seeing that we do not want anything more than pure, devotional, loving service. And if we gain this pure, devotional, loving service, then we need nothing else. Krishna completely takes care of us from there. To those, Krishna says, those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack, and I protect what they have. You become Krishna's personal child, so to speak. We're all his children. But he takes a personal interest in those persons, those devotees, who are showing very special interest in him. Now, what does it mean to show a special interest in Krishna? It means a particular degree of surrender. What does it mean to surrender? To surrender means to accept whatever is favorable in discharging devotional service. To reject whatever is unfavorable for discharging devotional service. To believe firmly that the Lord will always protect his devotee. To feel dependent upon the mercy of the Lord in everything we do, wherever we go, and whatever we say, whatever our duties are, to depend upon his mercy to get us through those things and to enable us, to help us, to in some way guide us. So to depend upon the mercy of the Lord. Another is to have no separate interest besides the interest of Krishna. And what does that mean? It means that, as Krishna himself says in his own words, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, whatever you give away, do this as an offering unto me. In this way, you'll be freed from the bondage to work and its auspicious and inauspicious results. With your mind fixed on me in this principle of renunciation, you will be what? Liberated and come to me. Krishna makes a guarantee. He says, just offer me your love, offer me your heart, offer me your, as he says, whatever you offer in love and devotion, a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it if you offer it with love and devotion. Don't just put a flower there. Don't just put a leaf there. Put it in your hands and say, my dear Lord, I wish I could be offering you billions and trillions and zillions of flowers, but perhaps this is all I can afford today. I beg that you will please accept this from me so that I can feel that I have at least done something useful and beneficial today in the sense that I have offered this to you. And if you will accept this, then this will be so fulfilling to me, because when you accept something that a devotee offers, with that acceptance goes the blessing to the devotee. And the blessing to the devotee is that the devotee feels more peaceful, more joyful, more fulfilled, more satisfied, uplifted. The devotee feels a sense of completeness, a sense of attunement, a sense of witness, if you will, with all other living beings. While there is division and there is separateness and as I said, a difference, in spite of that, the devotee, when he receives more and more of Lord Sri Krishna's grace, more and more of his mercy, he feels his attunement or her attunement, her connection, her relationship with all other human beings. Nobody seems to be like a stranger. When Krishna is connecting with us as a result of our loving devotional service, and this is a conscious thing, you're actually in a mood of prayer when you're offering this, as I just illustrated. So when this is consciously offered and Krishna accepts it and he gives you his blessing, his benediction, and you feel this in the heart, as I already said, there are different symptoms which have come to the body, but one of the other symptoms is your feeling of a union or a relationship, a connection with all others. Because imagine the sun. The sun has many, many billions of rays. The sun is the source of those rays. They're coming out. Now imagine again, you are a ray, and you are a ray, and you are a ray, and you are a ray. We're all rays. But if all I see as a ray is another ray, then I don't feel any connection with you. You're just another ray. I'm different from you, a ray. But as soon as I look to the source of my origin or my existence, namely the source, the sun, so to speak, or Krishna, as soon as I see that I'm connected, as soon as Krishna enables me to know that I'm connected to him, that I'm related to him, that I'm part and parcel of him, not just as a statement in the book, which is all well and good, but now when he gives me the actual realization, no more faith, it's knowledge now. What kind of knowledge? It's experienced knowledge. When you have experienced knowledge, then when I look at you, and I look at you, and I look at you, and I look at you, I'm seeing brother and sister. I'm feeling a relationship with you. How can I want to harm you? How can I want to hurt you? How can I want to do anything bad against you when I actually feel you're part of me? Because I feel I'm part of the source of both of us. Is that all clear? Okay, amen, yeah. Yes, it is amen. Let it be so. Let us all have that realization. Let me have that realization. So, the point is this, that I'm trying to make, is that we all have this connection already. And as the verse states, if we are not conscious of our connection with Krishna, then we're always going to be feeling separateness. And as soon as you feel this, he's sanctioning what I just said. As soon as you feel this connection with Krishna, you don't want to argue with people. You don't want to put people down. You don't want to condemn them. You don't want to feel above them. You don't look for ways in which to compete in such a way that you can beat them, that you can defeat them. That goes out the window. It's no longer a part of your mentality. Because you have no need. You are filled within yourself with complete contentment. You're filled with satisfaction. You're filled with fulfillment. That is what Krishna is. Eternality, knowledge, and bliss absolute. Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. And when we are flooded with the Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha, then we feel as I said, our relationship with everyone. And we feel love for everyone. Now, what does it mean when you feel love for everyone? It means you want to do something for them. For example, you're a book distributor. It's not that you just go out to distribute books because Srila Prabhupada said we should do it, and that's a good enough reason. Don't misunderstand me. But you do it because you want to share something that you have. Something big, something great, something wonderful, something which is so important and so valuable to every living entity, without which they cannot have a moment of real peace. And you know that, you feel that, you sense that, you have that. And so what do you want to do? You want to share it. Sharing it means you're so fired up, you're so enthusiastic that you want to just, in some manner, figure out how you can get this book into this person's hand. Not only get the book into the hand, that's only step number one. So many devotees I know, they just want to get the book into the hand, get the donation, bye-bye, bye-bye, hope you read it. No, that's the beginning. First, we always often like to pray to Krishna to please send me someone who will be ideally receptive to this book, who will appreciate it. If not immediately, then certainly later. And if you don't, okay, doesn't matter. Get the book out, the person has it, you try to convince him, you try to help him to understand what this book is. It helps you to overcome your stress and your tension. It helps you to become a more peaceful person, more loving person. And as a result of being more peaceful, more loving, more successful in what you do, you're able to manage strife and stress. Things don't bother you as much as they might normally. You're not ruffled, you're not disturbed. Sold, I'll take 5. So anyway, you try to interest the person. After the person has taken the book, then what? It could either go on his shelf and stay there for 100 years, or 5 years, or 10 years, or he may read a few pages and not understand a word of it. So you need to do something. You need to beg Krishna, who's all-powerful. The way Srila Prabhupada begged Krishna when he was on the Jaladuta, and he left the Jaladuta in Boston. That was the ship, for those who are unfamiliar with that word. He got off the ship in his journey from India to the United States, and he wrote a poem. And in that poem, he said, "My dear Lord, you are the master of all mystics, and you can enable persons who are in the mode of ignorance, in the mode of passion, who could ordinarily never understand this Bhagavad Gita, never understand this Srimad Bhagavatam, which I've been sent here by my Guru Maharaj to share and to spread. How am I going to get these Western persons to understand this philosophy when all they're interested in is eating, sleeping, mating, defending?" They're conquered by the 6 different whips of hunger and thirst, thirst and illusion, old age and dying, and these things are constantly besetting them, disturbing them, and shaking them. How am I going to enable them to understand this philosophy? What am I going to do? So Krishna is the master of all mystics. He can enable anyone who is dull, who has no understanding, who can't make it out. He can make it out. He can understand it. Because as it says in the verse which I did in the Bhagavatam classes, to those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give them the understanding by which they may come to me. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So, if Krishna is very happy with your loving devotional service, and after you have given a person a book, or you have talked to a person at the Sunday feast, or you have preached to somebody who has come here from one of the universities, and he's inquiring, or she's inquiring, after you have given that book, you pray to the Lord, please enable this person to understand this if he doesn't understand it. Please urge this person to read this book. Why? Because he's miserable. He's suffering from 3 kinds of miseries. Those which come from our own body and mind, those miseries which come from other living entities, and those miseries which come from what we call... Please offer, you can offer obeisances now, and thank you. Whenever I see the curtain close when I'm speaking, I always imagine that the deities are saying, "Okay, I've heard enough, close the curtain." Oh, what's this? What is that?
Finish by 6:45.
Okay, so I got 15 minutes to live. Okay, thank you. They always know I go way over time. And my class, last Bhagavatam class, went for an hour and a half. So, and then some of my home programs have gone 2.5 hours. So I'm glad they gave me the note, In fact, I'm going to put it right here so that I naturally put it here so I wouldn't see it, you see, because I'm a big chatterbox. I like talk. So anyway, getting back to the important point, if I can remember it, there are different kinds of miseries that the living entity suffers from. Those which come, as I said, from our own body and mind. We have physical ailments or physical disabilities, physical injuries and problems which occur within or we have mental problems. The mind becomes disturbed for so many different reasons, or we may have psychological problems. And then there are those miseries which come from other living entities, people who disturb us, people who rattle us, people who offend us, people who want to hurt us, people who may say nasty things about us. So those are the things in the material world that can afflict and disturb us. And then there are those which come from, like when you have these very beautiful, great picture postcard snowstorms in Chicago. They're nice to look at, but when you have to get out there and try to drive your car, they're not at all very nice at all. In fact, nobody wants them at all. So these are coming. They're coming whether we want them or not. We can't stop them. We all have our karma. And Krishna is testing each and every one of us when we have these difficulties and problems and tribulations. They are tests. They are trials. Coming back again to the main point. Here is the very important point. When you are connected consciously with Krishna and you are feeling this jubilation that I spoke about in the heart, when you are feeling that, these threefold or three kinds of miseries hardly, if all, will even affect you. They won't disturb you. And that's because you're moving in the realm of transcendence. The realm of transcendence is pure joy. Now, if you are experiencing pure joy, pure ecstasy, pure serenity, which is so strong, which is overwhelming, so to speak, when these other things come, let's just say you have a little pain in your back, or you have a little pain in your neck, or you have a little indigestion because you had too much sweet rice a few hours ago, or you had too many chapatis or too many puris, or all those good things that we all love to stuff ourselves with. So if you had a little bit too much of those and you're not feeling up to it, but if you're still in a transcendental state, it will hardly bother you, will hardly disturb you. Or you get a flat tire, normally you say, oh, what did this have to... You don't experience that. Because Krishna doesn't experience it. And you are in tune with Krishna, His vibration, His love, His peace, His strength, His confidence is flowing through you. You are a perfect recipient of Him because you are connected. As the verse say, if you are not connected, how can you have any peace? Many people try to achieve peace by not connecting with the source of peace. And what do? Of course, they go out and they will maybe lie on a raft for 2 hours and look up at the sky, and they may feel peaceful for the duration of the 2 hours, but then as soon as they get off the raft and they go into their house and there's a phone call that they have to make, which is waiting on their voicemail, and they answer it, and they find out they just lost their job. And, oh no, what am I going to do? I got 1,000 different bills to pay. Well, this is not the response of a person who is in Krishna consciousness. A person is in Krishna consciousness, he says, oh, this is the mercy of God. He's giving me a test. He's teaching me something, and I have to be alert to learn it. Speaking of this is the mercy of the Lord, I almost forgot that I wanted to tell this very wonderful story in relation to just what I'm talking about. Once there was a king, and he had a minister. And the minister, whenever he saw anything happen, all he would say is, such is the mercy of God. And then the king would hear this, and he thought that this was quite spiritual and quite proper. But then every time the king would do something salutary or beneficial for either himself or someone else, again, the minister would say, such is the mercy of God. Well, the king began to become a little upset and disturbed because the minister should give a little credit to the king. Can't you say, such is the mercy of the king? So that's what he wanted to hear. But no, all he kept hearing is, such is the mercy of God. So he tolerated and tolerated. One day the king said, let's go out for a hunting expedition, and we'll travel along and kind of get away from the palace for a few hours. So they got on their horses, and they took a few persons from the army to accompany them, soldiers, and they were driving their horses along the path, and lo and behold, what was in front of them? There was a cobra, and the cobra reared its head up, and it was going like this. And the horse, upon seeing this, reared up, threw its legs up in the air, and the king flew, and he flew right down in front of the cobra. And when the cobra saw this, immediately took his fangs and he stuck them right into the thumb of the king. And the minister said, such is the mercy of God. The king looked at him with anger in his eyes, wanting to tear him to pieces. So the king thought, what am I going to do? The cobra just bit me. The poison is going to travel through my arm and then through my heart, through my body, and I'll be dead in about 5 or 10 minutes. So what to do? Took off his knife, his cleaver, chopped off his thumb, and as soon as he chopped the thumb off, the minister said, such is the mercy of God. The king was now really angry, ready to scream. So, meanwhile, the king, he wrapped his cloth around his thumb, and the king looked at him, looked at the minister and says, how dare you? I'm your king. That's all you can say is, such is the mercy? What mercy? Now I'm thumbless. That's mercy? How dare you think like that? How dare you talk to me like that? He said to the soldiers accompanying him, take him to the palace, put him in the dungeon, feed him bread and water. I don't ever want to see him again. And then immediately the minister says, such is the mercy of God. He's crazy. He's mad. He's flipped his cookie, as they say. So what happened was that the king went on to continue the hunting. And as he drove about a mile further, he saw himself surrounded by what are called in India thugs. You all know what thugs are? The English word thugs usually means somebody who does criminal activity. But the thug in India, they are a sect of persons who believe in and perform human sacrifices. Okay? They do human sacrifices. So they surrounded the king, and they looked at him and they said, well, he looks like a good specimen. Let's bring him to the king, their king, and present him, and let's see, we can maybe offer him to Goddess Kali so that she will be pleased and we will get some benefit. So they took him to the king, and the king said, sure, wash him up, clean him up, put him in the river, and then bring him to the priest. Then we can cut his head off and offer him into the sacrificial fire. So the king is saying, oh my God, what's this is not mercy at all. This is the most terrible thing that could ever happen to anybody. So they washed him up and put him in white linen, and brought him to the chief priest. And the priest looked him out. He looked at his ears, looked at his nose. They wanted to offer a beautiful specimen to Kali. They offered it. Let me see your teeth. Yeah, teeth look okay. He's got them all. Got neck. Neck is good. Arms look. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? He's missing a thumb. Missing a thumb? We can't offer Goddess Kali a specimen that doesn't have a thumb. That's an offense to the deity. She'd be enraged. She'd pour down all hellfire upon us if we offer that to her. So we can't do that. We have to get rid of him and find a better specimen. So the king said, you're going to release me? Yes, get out of here. We can't use you. We don't want you for our sacrifice. So as the king was walking away, he was thinking about what his minister said. Such is the mercy of God. If I had a thumb, then they would have killed me. So it was mercy. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this minister has more on the ball than I actually think. Anyway, I have another question for the minister. Went back to the palace. Went down into the dungeon and saw the minister and told him exactly what had just happened. And the minister said, see, I told you it was the mercy of God. He says, but I don't understand something. What? I don't understand. When I ordered you to the palace to be put down into the dungeon, you said, such is the mercy of God. How could that be mercy when I sent you to the dungeon to live on bread and water? So the minister said, well, if you hadn't done that, I'd be with you. And if I had been with you, well, you know, I've got 10 good fingers. I've got a good body. Such was the mercy of God. So I have 3 more minutes to live, because preaching is my life, and Krishna, preaching about Krishna makes it my life. Actually, I have 4.5 minutes as I look at the big clock. Let's see what I have here. I would like to take any questions or comments at this point, because I know some of you would like to get up to the prasadam room and enjoy the wonderful prasadam that has been prepared. Are there any questions? Yes, Mataji. This is going over the air, and people are watching you in China right now.
My voice sounds so weird on the speakers.
Go ahead.
What is the difference between the 3 modes of passion, ignorance, and goodness?
Okay. The question is, what is the difference between the 3 modes, goodness, passion, and ignorance? That could be a whole lecture in itself, but I'll give you just the essence of that. In the state of goodness, because the Bhagavad Gita has entire chapters on the 3 modes of material nature. So I have to do this in 4 minutes or 3.5 minutes. When you're in a mode of goodness, you want to do good to people. You want to relieve them of suffering. You want to give them some kind of pleasure, some kind of happiness. You want to make them feel good. You may be a doctor. You may be a teacher. You may be a dentist. Person is, I got a terrible, my teeth ache, So you pull the tooth and the person is free of suffering. In other words, in the mode of goodness, you do things to help people, to relieve people, to in some way benefit them so that they are out of pain and suffering and difficulty. In the mode of passion, your chief dominating, controlling factor is that you'd like to defeat people. You want to be better than others. You want to compete and prove to yourself that you are a lord, that you are a conqueror, you are the king, and pat yourself or thump on your chest the way sometimes the monkeys or the gorillas do. You ever seen them? They plump on their chest to try to tell their friends that I'm the king, I'm most powerful. So you want to keep proving to yourself that you're a lord, because you've come into this world to lord it over. Why lord it over? Because that gives you a feeling of superiority. And all human beings are trying to generally feel superior to others, even though they may try to deny this, or they may try to act in such a way that that's not really their motivation. But everyone has come into this world from the eternal world, the spiritual world, and have fallen from paradise for no other reason than to be able to be a Krishna. Instead of serving Krishna, you want to be served as a Krishna. Okay? So the more service you can get, the more service you can obtain from others, such as if you're a king or you're a prince or you're in royalty, people are always bowing to you, glorifying you, honoring you, giving you things. Well, you think you're a king, and that's the mode of passion. You're always trying to prove and know you're better than somebody. I'm a king, I'm a CEO, I'm a CFO, I'm head of this. Even the dogs, they want to lord it over. When they see a cat, they go running after and they start barking, get out of my territory. So this is lording it over the material world. So mode of passion. And then there's the mode of ignorance. Now the mode of ignorance, in the mode of ignorance, one doesn't want to do anything. Generally, in the mode of ignorance, one doesn't want to work. He'll prefer to go to Las Vegas and play the slot machine, sit there all day, and hope that he becomes rich and lose his whole paycheck. This happens. Many people are doing this right as I'm talking. They'll sit there all night pulling that, what do they call that? The one-eyed, what is it? Huh? One-armed bandit, yeah. And it is a bandit because it steals all your money. So anyway, what happens is that you don't want to work, you want to sleep, you're listless, you're indifferent, you're uncaring, you're thoughtless. All these things are the result of the mode of ignorance. For example, when you want to sleep for 12 hours, rest assured you're in the mode of ignorance. When you want to sleep for only 3 hours, and even that's too much because you really want to get out there and do things and serve and love, like Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Sanatan, they slept 2-3 hours because they loved Krishna so much that they were surging, filled, overflowing with devotional love. And the result of that is that they didn't need sleep because they had another kind, a higher energy which was percolating through their being. Okay? So you got it? Goodness, passion, ignorance. Ignorance, you want to try to avoid that. And which I can see you're here, so that's your first good thing. Is there any other question before we conclude? We're just about a quarter to, and I see this little pink slip telling me that I'm going to get fired if I don't shut up. That's what a pink slip is, you know. So, just to play on words. So are there any other questions, any other comments, anything else? If I've confused anyone, there's no more time. You can come up to me here, and I'll try to unconfuse you. If I've enlivened you, then I'm happy to hear that because it encourages me and enthuses me to continue doing the same. Thank you very much for your attendance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Lord Sri Krishna Srimati Radharani. All glories to Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ki. Hare Krishna. Enjoy your meal. Yes. Yeah, but let me see. What people may just come up for a few seconds. They want to say something. Nothing comes up. You just sit.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Sitting by you. Happy?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Oh, take it back. Here you go. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 My mom's scratching. I think so. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sorry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna